Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you know, I just recently got the Eachine EX2mini here. Pretty cool little bird. I've been loving it so far, having some fun with it. Only major malfunction, like with most drones these days, is the proprietary battery. So this is not the first, but there are several videos out there on adding a pigtail. I'm going to add a JST connector and adding aftermarket batteries, which is just awesome because honestly, this battery may be a good battery. It's 850 milliamp hour 2-cell battery, 45C discharge rate. But to charge this damn thing, you've got to use this included adapter, USB. I can't even use, as of right now, my hobby grade charger with it. Can't use that with it. I've got to use this little thing that you slide in here like so, and then I got to plug it into a USB. And you know what, not the greatest way to charge your batteries. There's nothing with this that's going to balance charge this battery and make it last and be used to its fullest potential. So what I did right away when I got the Eachine here, I was looking into getting more of these batteries, but I thought, hey, you know what, I've seen the videos out there, let's add the JST connector. So I went and purchased off Amazon a couple of these. These were the closest battery I could find for a decent price. So this is an 800 milliamp 2-cell battery made by Gold Racing. It's got the JST there. I bought 2 of them. I haven't opened this other one yet to even see if it's any good. You know, sometimes you get these batteries and they're already puffy right from shipping. So let me just open this one up quickly, guys. No, it's good, it's fine. Alright, so I picked up these 2 batteries. Now, assuming that these batteries, they're 50 milliamp hours off, the C rating's a little off, but they fit, right? Like they fit in there. But obviously we're gonna have to secure them in there somehow, but it's a start. So stock battery weight on these is 55 grams for the stock battery. The aftermarket's 43 grams. So we're 12 grams lighter with these batteries. So hopefully the difference in milliamp hour will be made up with the difference in weight, but we'll see. I'm not too concerned about that right now. I think the flight time is going to be, if not the same, pretty damn close. So I pulled the cover off here, and so there's 2 ways of doing this for what my research has shown. You got your negative and your positive there. I've seen people hook up to that, but I've seen more people hook up here. These 2 pins on the right are negative, these 2 pins on the left are positive. Center is a blank, and most guys who have done this mod have used these pins, not these ones. So that's what we'll do. We'll stick with the masses and use these. So first things first, what I need to do is, well, let me just give you a little overview. What I'm going to do is the JST connector, I don't want it sticking out like that. If you've seen my mods, I like to keep everything as stock as possible. So I'm actually going to glue it in like that in place, and then when the cover's on it, it's basically hidden. I might have to lift the cover to plug new batteries in, but that way at least I don't have this out flapping in the wind. I like keeping my stuff stock as possible looking. That's just my personal preference. So if I'm doing it that way and I'm gluing that down, these wires are going to be a bit too long. So I think what I'll do first, guys, is I'm going to actually snip these wires to length. Just get my wires stripped here. You know me, guys, if I'm not at the bench doing a mod or something must be wrong. Okay, Let's dip these in the flux here. We're going to tin them up a bit. There's my solder. There's my solder right there. Let's put the bugs out of the way for a sec. We call it the bugs, but it's the Eachine this time, the bugs clone. And we'll tin up these wires. This is what I like to do, guys. This is my part of the hobby that I love. I almost like doing these mods more than I do actually flying. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's just the way things are for me. Alright, so the way I'm wrapping this around, we're going to have to do it like so. Just going to get a little bit of this bare wire out of the way here. Just going to put a little bit of liquid flux on these connections on the board here. Alright, so we're just going to solder our positive lead on there. Like so. Alright, so we're going to get our negative lead on now. Not the best of soldering jobs, but I think I got the job done there. I always give everything the pull test. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just wrap that around, and then I just want to glue that into place there. And put a little glue on the bottom of the JST connector. Get into place. I'm trying to keep it as neat as possible. I'm just going to hold it there till the glue sets. Okay, that's in there. Glue's tacked up enough. I also just want to put a little bit of glue in between the positive and negative here. Just to make sure, just as a little extra protection. And that should be it for that. JST connector in there. We actually can, let's test out the battery, actually see if it works. I haven't charged these yet, but alright, that's great. Power's up. Alright, so we got that JST connector on there. We've got it glued into where I want it. It's great. Soldered in, we know it works. Got the wires run neatly here. Just going to pop the case back on, make sure there's no issues with that. And if you were just looking at this, completely stock looking right now. Okay, but we still have to deal with the issue of the battery falling out. So here's my solution. I'm just going to take this off so I got a little more room here. Every little thing that I think could be useful in my builds I keep. And this was, I don't know where this came from. These little foam wedges. They have double-sided tape on the back. And I thought maybe these would be perfect putting the battery in and having a one of these foam wedges on there. So I'm going to cut this little foam wedge to size, and we're going to stick it onto the battery here and see if that's going to work. Don't ask me where these came from. I have no idea. They might not work. I might have to double them up, but we'll see. So that battery going in, if I were to stick this foam wedge at the base here, it's got the double-sided tape on it, I'm hoping that's going to be enough. There we go. And I happen to have two of them. So So that battery is not coming out for anything now, but it's still easy enough just to pull out. So that's why I keep stuff like that. I had no idea what I was going to use it for, but this is what it's going to be used for. Works great. So we've got two of them, like I said. I'm going to get another one attached here. You couldn't ask for a better fit than that. Alright guys, there we go. That's my version of the battery mod for the EX2mini or the Bugs 3 Mini. Threw a JST connector on there. I tucked it in behind the cover there so it's not visible. And took these Gold Racing batteries. I'll leave the link in the description for those. We've yet to try them out. We're going to do a test flight on this, no worries. And some foam wedges that I had on there to secure them in there. Keep them nice and tight, nothing's falling out. Turns on. Throw the cover back on there. And motors fire up. So far so good. And what's nice about this mod is you can still use that stock battery. It's not going to waste. Alright guys, thanks for checking this one out. Make sure you give this video a like. If you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. We're going to get this thing out for a test flight, and we'll see you guys on the next one. See ya!